Why are politicians and interest groups desperately plotting to derail the EFCC's money laundering probe into former AGF Abubakar Malami, a case involving 8.7 billion naira that could expose the dirty secrets of Abuja's elite? Because if Malami falls hard, the dominoes start tumbling, taking down campaigns, contracts, and entire political empires with him. If that why just hit you like a sledgehammer, stay locked for the next few minutes. We're unpacking the full mystery in 5 explosive layers that'll keep you glued till the last word. Here's exactly what's coming, so you know this isn't just talk. 1. The bombshell N8.7bn charges and how Malami's family got dragged in. 2. The hidden motives behind the interference. Self-preservation for the powerful. 3. Why economic control and patronage networks are fueling the plots. 4. The political vendetta angle and how it's protecting legacies. 5. The broader system at stake. Why this is Nigeria's ultimate corruption test and what happens if the interference wins. Smash that like button if you're ready to see the elite sweat. And if you're not part of the True Mask family yet, hit subscribe and turn on the bell right now. We don't chase headlines, we chase the truth they hide. Let's dive in. No sugarcoat, just raw facts. First layer, the charges that lit the fuse. On December 30th, 2025, the EFCC hauled Malami, his wife Hajia Bashir Asabe, and his son Abubakar Abdulaziz Malami into court on 16 counts of money laundering and abuse of office. We're talking 8.7 billion naira allegedly diverted through proxies, family accounts, and shady deals during his time as AGF under Buhari. The EFCC says it's evidence-based, not vendetta, funds tied to public contracts, asset recoveries gone wrong, and even whispers of terrorism financing in the Northeast. Malami's response? Demand the EFCC chairman step aside, calling it selective persecution. By January 6th, 2026, a court granted bail at 500 million naira each, but he spent time in Kuje prison first. This isn't small fry. It's a former justice minister, the man who was supposed to fight corruption, now fighting for his freedom. But why the plots to interfere? Because this case isn't a solo act. It's a spotlight on how power and money flow in Nigeria. Second layer, self-preservation, the raw motive. Politicians aren't interfering out of loyalty. They're terrified of exposure. Malami was APC's legal shield, blocking probes and cutting deals that kept the party machine oiled. If the EFCC digs into those 8.7 billion naira trails, it could uncover donor lists, campaign slush funds, and alliances with northern power brokers who bankrolled elections. Think about it. Groups like ethnic lobbies or business cartels see him as their firewall. If he flips or documents leak, names drop. Ex-governors, senators, even current ministers. The why here is simple. A conviction sets a precedent. No more impunity for the elite. We've seen it before, like in Bauchi Governor Bala Mohammed's case. But Malami's is bigger. Interest groups are whispering to judges lobbying Tinubu's team because one crack in the wall and the whole house of cards collapses on them. Third layer, economic control, the money motive. Unfold this and you see why interference is big business. Malami's alleged laundering isn't pocket change. It's linked to oil deals, contract awards, and asset forfeitures he oversaw as AGF. Interest groups, from legal fraternities to real estate tycoons, have skin in the game. A full probe could freeze assets, claw back billions, and disrupt patronage. That system where politicians reward allies with juicy contracts or immunity. Why now? Nigeria's economy is bleeding, and these groups want to keep the tap running. Malami has hinted at foreign influences, biasing the EFCC, tapping into nationalist fears to rally support. The why is economic dominance. If he goes down clean, it opens doors for reforms that redistribute power, hitting northern oligarchs hard and widening regional divides. Politicians interfere to protect the cash flow, their cash flow. Fourth layer, political vendetta, the legacy motive. Here's the juicy mystery. Is this interference revenge? Malami's critics say he shielded corrupt officials under Buhari, like stalling high-profile cases. Now, under Tinubu, the EFCC's heat feels like payback, purging Buhari holdovers to solidify power ahead of 2027. Buhari allies are fighting back, using back channels to recuse investigators or delay trials. The why is legacy protection. Malami was the North's voice on Sharia, anti-corruption waivers, and sensitive issues. His fall tarnishes the region's image, weakening bargaining in national talks on restructuring. Interest groups like bar associations fear losing an advocate. It's not altruism, it's survival in a post-2023 landscape where alliances shift like sand. Fifth layer, the system protecting itself, the big why. At its core, this interference shows Nigeria's anti-corruption machine is rigged. The EFCC warns of plots because it's weak, dependent on political will. If interference wins, probes fizzle, elites walk, and the poor pay with bad roads and empty pockets. The why is systemic fear. Malami's case is a mirror for the elite's vulnerabilities. Politicians and groups interfere because if he falls unchecked, the floodgates open, threatening the pact that keeps Nigeria's power structure intact. This isn't just one trial. It's a referendum on justice. If plots succeed, corruption wins again. Bono, Northwest. This is your wake-up. Drop Malami exposed or interference why in the comments if you see the game. Share this to every Abuja group chat before they scrub the truth. True Masks serves it raw. Like, subscribe, stay awake. The why is simple. They interfere because they're next.